is not going to last. The crossover into the three, it's a 12-point game. Just before the end of the third, Russell Westbrook, LA native, to the glass. They were down just 6 going to the fourth quarter. As we go deeper into the final frame, it's a tie game at 94 all. Off the miss there, Rui Hachimura out in front. And just like that, the Wizards with a 3-point lead. They had won 4 in a row coming into this game. Minute 20 to go, LeBron. KCP for 3, ties it at 111. Next Wizards possession. Could they regain the lead? Russ, he had a huge game in this one. 9 assists. And the Wizards retake the lead. How will the Lakers respond? Less than 13 to go. LeBron gets the roll and the foul. So he has a chance to give the Lakers a lead, but he shorts it. And so the Wizards have a chance to win it. So who do you go to? Of course, your guy, Beal. Oh, we're going to overtime, tied at 115. Less than a minute to go. Beal against Alex Caruso. Yo, we in the same league, son, but we don't ball the same. Beal went for 33 points, 7 boards, 6 assists. Wizards up 4. Here comes LeBron. KCP again. He knocked that down. Lakers down 1. 14 seconds remaining off the inbounds. Russ gets it right back. He's fouled. He would go for 32, 14, and 9. He would miss the free throw, though. So Lakers with a chance. LeBron steps into a deep 3. No. Kuzma in the corner. He's got a chance. Wow. Wizards going to LA, win their 5th straight. Lakers have lost 3 in a row. Yo, those feelings in LA.
Obviously a big one on Wednesday with Utah. What's the message from you to your guys right now?
Well, I mean, it's our next opponent, it's our next challenge, and it's going to be a hell of a challenge. We know that team has been playing extremely well, one of the hottest teams in the NBA, if not the hottest team, along with Brooklyn, and also along with Washington. If you really want to keep it honest, Washington's won 5 straight too. So, but Utah's been playing extremely well basketball this year. They've been moving the ball, sharing the ball. That ball is popping, and they're shooting the hell out of the 3 ball. So we got to be able to cover the 3-point line for sure.
Thanks, Brett.
Anything minute, please.
LeBron, what keeps you honest when it comes to your workload? Like, obviously, you have the competitive juices and you keep yourself in shape to be able to make yourself available for your teammates. But is there someone who is like, hey, maybe we're going too far right now. We should look at finding some ways to rest.
I mean, I'm resting now. I'm sitting here talking to you guys. I'm resting when I get in my car and head home. I'm resting when I get home. I'll rest tomorrow. I think this whole narrative of LeBron needs more rest, or I should take more rest, or I should take time here, has become a lot bigger than what it actually really is. I've never talked about it. I don't talk about it. I don't believe in it. We all need more rest. Shit. I mean, this is a fast turnaround from last season, and we all wish we could have more rest. But I'm here to work, and I'm here to punch my clock in and be available to my teammates. And if I'm hurt or if I'm not feeling well, then we can look at it then. But I have nothing but honest people around me, but I'm also honest with myself as well. And me having the love for the game and me being able to be available to my teammates is more important than anything.
Bill Lauren?
Hey, LeBron. Why is it that is the most important thing to be out there every night and to hold yourself accountable and push yourself when there is a sentiment around the league that you essentially would have a pass to take a game here or there if you wanted to. Why not take that pass?
I'm not pushing myself. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I'm going on. I'm playing the game. I mean, I'm doing my job. I'm trying to do it at a high level. But that's been a narrative around the league. I've never asked for time off or time throughout the season. And it's grown to a point where it's not even coming from me anymore. It's just like, okay, well, what LeBron should take time off, or why is his workload at this? I've been hearing it for 5, 6, 7 years now, and I'm still going strong. So. I don't need a handout. I'm not looking for a handout. I mean, my job is to go out when I'm available, when I'm healthy, to go out and play. And that's what it's all about.
For the Kyle Newman, please.
Hey, LeBron, I have another question about your picks. But
Stupid.
without Dennis,
All right, I'm gonna call you. All right.
without Dennis, and taking on more of the ball handling, does that change how you feel? Minute, does that require more energy per minute when you're doing more of those responsibilities?
Well, it's a different responsibility. Obviously when Dennis is on the floor, he's one of our primary ball handlers. When AD's on the floor, he's one of our primary load guys where we give him the ball and we allow him to work. So it just changes for all of us, including myself. But it's something that it's something I've done before. I can continue to do it, but I would much rather us be whole. I'd much rather our team be healthy and, we playing whole basketball than me having to go out and be the primary all the time ball handler. But, right now it's needed because we have some guys that's out and it's needed for me to do that. And I got to take responsibility of it. I can't have 8 turnovers. And I got to make sure I put my guys in position to be successful.
All right, we have time for 2 more. Let's go to Dan Moy. Hey, LeBron. Since the Detroit game, the 3-point shot hasn't really fallen for you. I'm curious if there's anything you kind of put that on, and if there's anything that you think can get you going or get that part of your game going back to the way it was the first 20 games of the season.
Yeah, just got to keep shooting. For me, I put the work in. This morning was at the facility. I went 35 straight minutes of just shooting threes. Catching a great rhythm, felt great, and a lot of my ones felt great tonight. Besides 2 of them, the last one didn't feel so great, and it was one in the first quarter where I didn't even hit the rim. It didn't feel so great, but the other 8 felt great. Just keep on shooting them and live with the results.
And last question, please. Let's go to Martin Vina.
Hey, LeBron, I understand the comments you made about your workload and comfort level with that, but just, the fact that you're selected for the All-Star game and you're not going to have that break, is there anything that you're planning to do to somewhat compensate for that because you don't have that recharge opportunity?
I don't know. You try to find some time in between time to get some rest as much as you can when we're not playing. Really don't have too much of a comment about the All-Star break. You guys know how I feel about that, so. I don't even want to tap into that mindset, but we have a couple days. After we play our last game, I believe it's at SAC. Before that.
All right, Stephen A. Obviously, the Lakers are without Anthony Davis. We're just hearing from LeBron. Do you think it's fair to ask LeBron to do even more?
Well, to me, yeah. And what I mean by that is that do more scoring, run the offense. That's it. I don't think I think it's necessary because the ball is in his hands. If he was a guy that was averaging 25 and 27 because you had a point guard and other leaders on the squad that were distributing you the basketball and your job was just to put up points, that would be different. But no, he's the point forward. He's the brains behind the operation. He's the ultimate, orchestrator. And because that's the reality of the situation with any team that LeBron James on, but specifically this Los Angeles Lakers team, I don't think it's unfair to ask him to do more. It's not implying that he's not doing enough. It's not implying that he hasn't done enough. It's simply implying that with the absence of Anthony Davis, things have to change, and they can't possibly change unless LeBron James facilitates that change, whether it be continuing to get more of the right people involved, or when to insert himself and get himself even more involved, when to define or decide whether you're going to be assertive and aggressive or whether you're going to be passive at particular moments in the game, in the flow of the game. LeBron has to be the one to make that decision because he's the only one capable of making that decisions at the right moments, at the right times, and manipulating the circumstances to his extreme advantage and that of the Los Angeles Lakers. Only he can do that. Nobody else is a better option to pull that off than LeBron James. And because of that reality is why I say that he has to, it's fair to ask him to step it up and to be more aggressive and what have you, because he's the orchestrator. He's the guy that pulls all the strings. That's all I mean by that. It's certainly not to imply that he hasn't done his part already.
I don't know what more LeBron James can do. I don't know what more we can expect from him. I mean, he's given you 26 more or less, 8 and 8 with a steal, shooting almost 37% from three, taking 7 threes a game, give or take. I'm just rounding up or down depending on, where the decimal point is there with those numbers. And he's also on a team that is elite defensively. Now, a lot of that has to do with AD. But as AD said, I mentioned it earlier in the show, Stephen A., he came on First Take last year and said, I challenged LeBron to perform at the defensive end when he got to the team. LeBron's been doing that too and has been leading a team that plays great defense and great offense. I don't know what else we could ask for him at the age of 36 in his millionth year in the league. Now, I'll say this. The danger in asking LeBron to do any more at his age, given the miles on him, because he's also playing 35 minutes a game, and he's not missing games. Right? Remember at first when we weren't sure what was going on with AD, Stephen A., and you were critical, like, hey, if LeBron's playing, you're playing. I know that was before we understood the extent of the inflammation and or the Achilles tendinosis, right? Yep. But still, LeBron was playing, right? Second of back-to-backs on the road. LeBron's playing. He feels the responsibility not only to the Lakers but to the league. And he's playing on both ends of the floor. And he's playing given more minutes than anyone who's ever lived who's still this level of elite. Here's the disturbing thing. His efficiency numbers are the lowest they've been. His PER is the lowest it's been since his rookie year. It hasn't been this low since his rookie year. And at a certain point, there's a limit to what you can do physically. And obviously, they need LeBron to lead this team if they hope to win a championship this year, if they hope to go back-to-back. But so you want him to play offense, run the offense, of course, score more, play defense, lead. Also, he's figuring out in AD's absence, what can my team do, right? He finds Caruso in the corner, misses the shot. Caruso misses the shot. He's criticized. Oh, why is LeBron passing the ball with the game? The guy was open, so he passed the ball, right? So he's also dealing with the most scrutiny, the most pressure, the most minutes into his career, anyone who's ever played like this before, on a defending championship team. I don't know what else he can do. It's not fair to ask for more from him. He's doing everything.